Hello everybody. Welcome to the second day of the Too Easy mid-tier season. Today with me we have as a colorcaster DJ.
Hello.
And I'm Atro as your play-by-play caster. So today we're going to be watching the first match of Hurricane Tortilla versus Coconut Crew. Two teams which displayed really good skill yesterday. What are we expecting here as we're going on to the first map? That is Anubis.
Yeah, I think these aren't the final comps right now. But what we're seeing right now, the monkey ball would be like a more divish comp. But I think they will swap it up because yeah, they don't have the DPS or the supports to follow up with that. So we'll see what we'll actually be playing when the time is getting closer to start.
We shall indeed see what they're gonna do here. So right now, Hurricane Tortilla, CIA on the monkey, Darth Morlock on the wrecking ball.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we have started. There we go. So yeah, here we see just the Brig Ana from Killua again. He played really well yesterday with some great sleeps. Daddy Issues again playing on the McCree, and it seems like there's just a bit of poking here and there, trying to figure out where they want to go. Go high grade. Oh, and Monkey's already going in, trying to get some poke and maybe even killing Maxina, but no. Sklarian goes down as the Roadhog gets the hook and kill.
Okay, so they want to be playing here for the Zarya to get high charge by the monkey going in. But as it seems right now, they're not really creating the space for their DPS to really pop off. They'll be just regrouping here.
CIA just going in there, trying to scout out a bit, going back. It seems like they're just peeking each other out, trying to find a peek and then go in. Oh, but the hook onto CIA and the nano CIA are already. The monkey on the point, trying to deal as much damage as he can. Grizzly goes down. Murloc as well finds a pick on that issues. The Rambujan gets killed as well. There we go. The fight has been pretty much decided in the favor of Hurricane Tortilla.
Next fight we'll be looking at, I think it's a pretty good ult advantage for Hurricane Tortilla. They got the grab, they got the Reptile.
For Coconut Crew, excuse me.
Oh.
On the red side, that is Coconut Crew.
Red side?
Well, that is what we're seeing on screen right now, at the very least.
Oh, yeah, so the attacking side has a pretty big advantage here with the ultimates. They'll be going in with the grab, I think. Later in, progressing on the left side, going in, slowly engaging.
Oh, and already a barrier coming on from Baptiste, and the kill onto the Junkrat. Killua goes down as well. It's a solo kill for the Torbjorn. And here we go. Even though they had the ultimate economy, one ultimate, and the whole push just got laid back, and they have to.
They gotta. Yeah, the attacking side just pushed in with the dry push here, trying to get ultimates out, but it didn't really work out too well because they only got at the amplification matrix, and the defending side has all their ultimates ready to hopefully stop the push here.
Yeah, but that was a fast take on point A. Right now, with 4 minutes and a half left on the clock, they've got a bit of time to just take out their ultimates. And Rally already goes out by Solar, although Killua goes down, so there's no main healer. High Noon as well from both sides. Maybe no, only one.
Now the flux
goes
in.
up. It's a big flux, but right now only CIA gets picked off, and they seem that.
Yeah, I think that the pick on the CIA here is probably enough to decide the fight, because they have just no sustain anymore, no main tank to fight up the front.
Yeah, and now it's just a cleanup phase where Darkster just goes in, tries to get as many picks as possible, and then force the enemy team to regroup.
Yeah, so we'll be going in the next push again with a pretty good ultimate advantage for the attacking side again. So I would expect them to push here, not left side, because the enemies just have a pretty good spam, and but honestly try and progress over the right side here and create some space with the monkey.
On the side of Hurricane right now, Nock does have his tire, so he might want to use it offensively here and just start it. Oh, the Graven High Noon already going out and finds the triple kill. There he goes, Curlin already with a double kill, trying to just counter that and trade it off, but the point is already being contested, and the hook coming on with
I'm thinking it'll be enough to get a tick here. The enemies just sustain over the grab, which was pretty good. Now they're just regrouping. Both teams are low on ultimates. The defending side used all their ultimates. And now we have the attacking side still holding onto the Primal and the Riptire. and they have nano, so we'll be expecting I think a nano monkey that just creates a lot of space for the team to push in. Well,
Yeah, there's been a lot of ultimates being used in this one fight, and just to no avail for Hurricane right now because they just got picked off and they've got to be forced back. Right now they're still pushing on that left flank. They're hoping they can just get a pick, but oh no, they get picked themselves as the
and
Roadhog
now
just
they'll just
finds
be trying
constant
to
openings.
sustain here, not die anymore.
Yeah,
Or even
well,
pushing out, but I don't think they'll all make it out.
I don't
Guilty will-
think that Hurricane have got enough poke potential to just get that first poke and get that first pick and get in. Seems like CIA is the only one on the front line, and even though Darth Murloc is on the Zarya, they're all just getting picks. Like right here, Mexena, CIA, they all just
They
are
have
not in position.
They have no way to really cross there with all the damage. They have the monkey bubble, but it's gonna get dropped in like a matter of seconds by the Junkrat, by the Torbjorn, the Baptiste, and the McCree. So they just have the way better spam. They can't really block any of the damage, so it's, in my opinion, really disadvantaged to run this composition against what the defending side is playing.
And moreover, oh, there's a big flux coming in here. Finds a double, but it only kills Killua with the high noon as well. 3 ultimates being used onto the side of Coconut Crew. It was enough to deter them from pushing, but right now they're just regrouping, waiting for Killua, and they're gonna go back with 4 ults, 5
Yeah.
ults actually.
They can reset pretty fast. They didn't get delayed too bad. Okay.
And right now, CIA is actually using his ultimate. Maybe he just wants to switch. Maybe he doesn't, but maybe just a misclick. Yeah, there you go. He switched over to the Reinhardt.
Yeah, they're gonna
And-
be able to cross now and really to try and fight on point because they have the better brawl here with the Brig.
Oh, and the
and
big
with
slip
armor.
onto Darksters. Firestrike gets shot through. They're just waiting to see how they can push because they were trying to push from the right flank, left flank, and now it's happening in the
Pushing
main
in main with
fight.
the rally here.
There you go, Junkrat going on top, taking out the Torbjorn turret. A lot of ultimates being used by the defending side, and only right now, Rally has gone out for Hurricane.
The attacking side is still holding on to most of their ultimates. Seems like
Yeah.
they'll be trying to get another fight out of here, trying to sustain right now, and then to just overwhelm the enemies with the ultimates.
They are indeed, but somehow the push just didn't go through. CIA decided to not go in, don't take advantage of the point even though there's 30 seconds left, and wait for your team to get back together.
CIA is getting all the spam because the enemies are running a really good spam comp here, so they can really close the distance.
Yeah, but they
CIA
all
is
might just
trying
have to
his
press
best.
Q here. The grab, high noon
That's a
again.
big grab.
Grizzly gets killed. That issues as well. The tire goes out and maybe finds a double kill. Yes, it
Oh
does.
my-
And there you go.
And now
Not
Hurricane
even the
30
nano
is
poke
going to
is
be
in
able
for
to
that.
actually take the point, and now I think the recontest is going to be nearly impossible against the brawl comp that Hurricane Tortilla is running. And are they
We
even,
definitely
are
can
even
try,
going to
but-
have a time bank with 1.5 seconds, which is really important because
It
now
is because they didn't
always...
trigger overtime, so now they've got the advantage.
0 to 2.
Let's see if Coconut Crew is going to be able to push this all the way through or just don't even hold it out.
Okay, so the 1.5 seconds actually like really advantages for Hurricane Tortilla because now even if Coconut Crew pushes over with more than 1 minute, they still have have the chance to actually win the game instead of just being able to draw it, which is way bigger than you might think.
It is indeed. But what do you think went wrong there? Like they had 4 minutes to push the point, and only in the last fight did they decide they will push Q and just go in.
I think they should have just swapped off the double bubble comp into the spam comp, especially on the second point on Anubis, which is really advantageous for spam on the defending side. They should have swapped over to the Reinhardt earlier, or just to move closer to the enemies, maybe a Diva to eat the damage. But it seems like they tried to hold on to their composition, which was the mistake. Yeah.
Well, we see something interesting coming on from Hurricane side on defense here. They're going for a double shield, but not the Orisa. Their CIA decided to go with the Reinhardt and the Sigma from Darth Murloc. And with the spam comp coming on from Mexena and the Junkrat from Knock the Block, it will be interesting to see if they get any picks. Already the trap triggered and a lot of damage going on through 10% ult charge already, just starting out.
Okay, the Hurricane Tortilla is going to probably try and hang on to this high ground as best as possible. And it's really going to be hard to die for them because they just
But
have to
already
pick
the
up
dive
lane
going
in
through
brawl.
the Diva and the Monkey.
And CIA going to low HP real quick. And they're not
Jam
going to be able
already
to
doesn't
hold on
have
to the
an
high ground.
immortality
They're
field.
going to get pushed down by the Coconut Crew.
Oh, but the trade
CIA
Grizzly against
dying.
CIA, that's really not a good trade for Hurricane right now because they don't have a main tank here. They can just push on through.
The Grizzly will be back in no time, and I think the Coconut Crew is just going to wait this out. Wait till the Lucio is back, and then just push in. Oh,
Scarlin
he's
is
not on
already
Lucio
very
anymore.
low
He
HP.
actually swapped to Mercy here. He saw the potential. Saw
Oh,
what
and
the
the
enemies were
supports
playing.
are just so
But
poked
they're getting
out.
in the picks
Scarlin and
now.
Greymory already going down, just being poked by the supports
2 picks
themselves.
on the top left, which is really disadvantageous because the Hurricane Tortilla can just push in from multiple angles now and win the 6-4, which should basically happen and get the staggering kill.
This to me just looks like an extended stagger. That's a 4-man stagger there because nothing is happening. They're just blocked in a single room.
Yeah, but the Hurricane Tortilla is not really pushing in their advantage. They're leaving them be, which is a really big
Oh, there you
mistake.
go. Already the barrier going on through, and Grimory already died again. The flux is huge right now. Finds 1 kill, maybe the second. Yes, it
And
does.
the
And only
Hurricane
the tank's
Tortilla
on point
really
right
started.
now. They're gonna have to regroup.
And if we look at this, now the Coconut Crew should realize it's not really working with the dive. The Hurricane Tortilla is playing the Brig, playing the Roadhog, playing the Junkrat, which is really just hard counters. And it looks like they're sticking it though.
They are
because-
sticking it because they have 4
Never
ultimates
mind, they
available
swapped to
here.
the Reinhardt now to give him this potential brawl on the high ground and to take it.
Well, let's see if Darkcaster. There we
they're
go.
gonna go in
Darkcaster
with a
just
Diva
throws
Bomb.
on in the Diva Bomb. Doesn't get anyone, but that's a lot of damage to
Create.
his shield. And Tire goes out as well. Let's see how many picks does he find. He finds a kill on Skirlin. Is that
So
enough,
the enemy
though?
Junkrat is dead.
The enemy
The
Junkrat
Diva
is
Mac is
dead.
dead as well, so they have the disadvantage here. Can't eat the damage.
Oh, but the
Vinegar's
Nano
coming out
Sigma,
invincible.
that's a lot of damage coming on from the Nano Sigma. Deters a lot of people just going in and doing a bunch of damage with no heads. There you
Coconut
go.
Crew's gonna
Oh,
try
CIA
and
gets
move to
taken
the
out.
top left. Gets a pick here, which is really big.
There you go. Grimory actually being anti-naded as well, being slept anti-naded. Diana is just doing work onto him. Oh,
They're gonna take
another
this high
tire
ground
going
control.
out.
This
Let's
time
see.
from Skirlin.
Oh, wait,
and
the
what's he
tire
gonna
just
do with it?
glitched out in the terrain and kills Darth Murloc with it. And finally, Coconut Crew managed to get one good push
They
in.
will be able to close this out.
Will they?
Gregory pushing in, falling back.
He is 1 HP though. There's a lot of damage being focused onto the Reinhardt here. Good block over there by Grimory.
Yeah, the Coconut Crew. Okay, CIA just questionable whole hawk.
Maybe he just wants to switch off here. Because
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't have a main tank here.
Yeah,
There
he's
you go.
swapping off. He's going on to
Oh,
the
but the High
Reinhardt.
Noon goes
The
in and
Coconut
kills.
Crew is gonna be able to push in the advantage of getting the late picks here. Even though the fast respawns, they can't regroup.
Oh,
fast
but that's a
enough.
huge flux coming in from Darth Murloc.
But they were able to sustain it with the immortality. Now with the application matrix.
Indeed, but let's see if it's enough because the barrier from Baptiste is huge right here. If they can get a few picks, but no, Grimory goes down. And they have to go back. They don't have a main tank. They can't really
Really
push
great
this.
sustain from Hurricane Tortilla here.
Grizzly also getting picked off just as a bit of...
And
Oh,
Solar is gonna get staggered by Skirlin.
that was lucky. Well, CIA
they're
is
pushing
definitely
the
going
spawn.
in. Yeah.
Uh,
They definitely have the advantage here, so they can allow
in.
themselves to just push into spawn, get a few picks, stagger them, and come back, right?
yes, they also got the pick on the Diva here. And we see here Hurricane Tortilla. They have ultimates ready. They have the High Noon. They will have the Shatter. They will have the Flux. And they have the Riptire.
Oh yeah, but Coconut
if
Crew
you
in a
see
few
here-
seconds here are gonna have 3 ultimates available as well. So
Yeah.
it's just gonna be a matter of who presses Q more, right?
I think it's not gonna be like that. I think the Flux is way bigger impact ult than the Diva Bomb, and the High Noon is basically yeah. It
Well, let's
does
see
really
how
count,
many the Diva
definitely.
Bomb does get. It
And
finds
it's getting
Darth
a huge
Murloc,
pick on Darth Murloc.
who
With the
had the
trade
flux,
coming in
mind
for the
you.
BAP.
There we go. Grizzly also gets taken down, but Skirlin is finding those picks. Will it be enough? Can Coconut Crew manage to push through this Skirlin, just destroying on the
off.
Junkrat with the spam? There you
And
go.
Daddy
Solar
Issues
also gets
taking
taken
down
out.
Solar before getting dropped, and now they're just gonna back off.
In Killua with the cleanup. Actually, there, what happened, Grimory was alone with the Baby Diva on the point, and he decided to just charge back, not give them any old charge, and not get staggered himself, just go back to his team and regroup. Now they switched on over to an Echo Zarya. So, maybe they're just waiting for that Graph Tire.
Oh yeah, they probably try and stack up some ultimates here before using them. I think they're gonna do a dry push here because they will know that the Hurricane Tortilla has a lot of ultimates.
Oh,
And
that's
never
definitely not a
mind, they're
dry push.
pushing
The
in
flux is
with the
huge.
flux.
Another
Big
huge
nade.
anti-nade. Is this? Oh my god! Knock the block gets a double kill onto the tire, and
They got
Messina tries to
out
go on from the
4
left toward the
ultimates from the
cleanup.
Hurricane Tortilla here, which
But
is
that is good because there's a minute left on the clock, right? They just gotta wait one or two more pushes, and they've got this.
yes, the Hurricane Tortilla. Trying to probably rally early next fight, try and get the extra sustain, and then just go into the brawl. But that gives the danger of getting tired, and we'll see what they try and do here. Probably a early rally though.
Yeah, well, there's just a bit of poke going on, and as you can see, nobody's really committing to anything. Oh, there you go. The tire
Tire
goes
is
on from the
coming
left
in,
side. Can Skirling find any picks? He's going on for the supports, but he doesn't find any. And there you
and he
go.
gets
Kills
Dark
back
Murloc.
Murloc. High Noon going on from the right side gets cancelled by Daddy Issues, and a huge slam coming on from the Nano Rhine. He
Grammary
finds a
Dragon is
pick on
running
Grammary, and
dropped.
big pin. Can Daddy Issues hold this out by himself?
They're gonna go
Switch on over to the
big here,
Brigida.
get the rally and get the extra sustain. But is it gonna be enough?
I don't think
They're
it's
getting
enough.
picked off.
15 seconds left and not even one.
Hurricane Tortilla is getting in the picks, has the early respawns, and I think they're gonna close this out here.
Somebody has to touch and fight into overtime if they want to have a chance at this.
Yeah, they swap to the ball here, trying to get the touch.
Nobody
here, but
even
it's not
touched.
gonna
That's kind of a
touch.
C9.
And
And
Hurricane
Hurricane.
wins map 1.
There we go. Well, definitely that was played a bit poorly by Coconut Crew, don't you think? Like they didn't really push in. They weren't coordinated enough. And
I think the Coconut Crew, they kind of got snowballed here. They, yeah, they got killed by a lot of ultimates. They did pushes when the enemies had the ult advantage. Used some of their own ultimates, which is, in my opinion, their mistake.
well, definitely there were some mistakes from both sides. Hurricane also wasn't the best in considering ult management. There were a lot of times where they just wasted fluxes or tires on nothing but a single pick or nothing more. But I think I think mostly Hurricane had the better team play, and that's why they won.
Yeah, the Hurricane Tortilla kind of just had the better sustain with the Brigitte. They had the rally into fights, and I didn't really see any coordinated pushes with any real attempts in winning the fight from the Coconut Crew. They just pushed in. Maybe they had a plan, but I didn't really see a plan. It was just going in main every fight and getting dropped there by the spam of the Hurricane Tortilla.
Yeah, and you always think there's a dry push coming, but it doesn't come. They just waste ultimates and then decide to regroup. And right now we just see that they've picked Lijiang now for control. Now Lijiang is a very sim dominated map, don't you think?
Yeah, I think the Symmetra has a lot of potential on the points, especially because in the first fight, when you use the Symmetra teleporter, you get to the point faster. You have the positioning advantage over the enemies. Um, but also, I think it's a really interesting map because there's multiple strategies on multiple maps. There's 3 different maps, and every map has a different way to be played. And I think that makes this map so special and so interesting to watch because we're probably gonna see the brawl here on control center. Gonna see some ball on the other points, which is really gonna be a lot of mix up and a lot of different attempts to be playing.
Indeed, but right now I'm interested to see Control Center and Night Market honestly, because on Night Market we're gonna see the Echo definitely, but are they gonna pull out the Wrecking Ball, the FDD special?
I think yeah, we're gonna see definitely see a wrecking ball here. Wrecking ball is just so strong right now, and this map's really giving him an advantage. So I think yeah, on
Oh,
this gardens map, I think we're either gonna see a brawl here or a spam com, which is just the classic comps in this map.
although in my opinion it would be very smart for them to just go Amaze Symmetra, go for the Brigida Zen, and just go for the basic meta comp here, because that is what seems to be working, especially on this point in Lijiang.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, so we're gonna see here. Coconut Crew is gonna try and get this with a brawl with the classic TP to point. Sustainer with the BAP and the Lucio double shield with the Reinhardt to give it the brawl potential. But we're gonna see what the Hurricane Tortillas gonna have as an answer here. Are they gonna run the brawl as well? Are they gonna play the ball here? Okay,
Well,
so
nobody is playing the ball actually. It's a mirror comp onto Reinhardt Sigma. Oh, Dice Morlock actually decided last second change it up, get a ball. The spam comp onto the red side is the same, but they've got a Symmetra. That is just switching over to a Symmetra and Skirling on the Echo.
the
They've
Coconut
already
Crew is
got the
gonna
tank
be
for the
able to
point.
take the advantage here, take the point, and there's no CIA just has less support here by his tank, by his other tank because they will run
No,
the
but
wrecking
Kilo
ball here.
already got a first pick onto Grizzly, and that's huge because that no off support here means that the main heal will have
The
to
Bat's gonna
focus
be
on the
really
tanks.
busy, and they have no speed boost to enlighten the distance.
Oh, and already the point
And
has been
now
taken over in the
the
favor of
Hurricane
Coconut
Tortilla is
Crew.
just gonna play this with a spam com, play this slow. That's what I wanted to see from them here. Get the picks in. Don't overrush the point. Give them the point control, and then just take it because they have the superior spam.
And actually, great counter attack by Hurricane here. They've seen that they've got 2 picks. They just went in, all in on it. No matter how many picks Coconut Crew did get, the offensive power that Hurricane just had was way more dominant.
And the Coconut Crew is gonna stay on the Symmetra here. I think they're gonna try and TP once again, but CIA is.
Oh, but Skirlin already early
hiding
gets
game.
picked off.
But it's a good trade with Killua, so they're down to DPS, but they have less sustain here. And the Coconut Crew is deciding to just wait it out. Not push the kill on Discord.
Grizzly
and
gets
Grizzly
picked off by
dropped here.
Maxina. But you can't even make the argument that they have the spawn advantage, can you? Because they're both in the control center, so close to each other.
Well, the Echo is gonna have the ability, the movement ability, and Diana is just gonna run in from all the way very slow. And she's also.
Oh, Daddy Issues with a huge pick onto knock the block. They just need to get in there, but the
with the
High Noon and the
Select Wall
Mines
here.
go in from the left side. How many picks will it find? Does it find any? No, it doesn't. And it seems like Maxina has backed off a bit, and Coconut Crew is trying to push from the right side, it seems. Oh, the Shatter goes on through,
the
doesn't
Shatter
find
goes,
anyone besides Grizzly.
Grizzly, and he's
Nano
gonna get
Ryan,
dropped.
big counter Shatter
The
to that
Coconut
Nano
Crew is gonna
Reinhardt.
try and disengage here, which is pretty smart. The Hurricane Tortilla used their ultimates. They used Shatter. They used Rally. They used Nano. They used Minefield. So they really just used a lot. But the Coconut Crew also invested a bunch of their ultimates, and eventually we're gonna see here, which is probably the last fight. And the Hurricane Tortilla will be in the ultimate disadvantage because they just used 5 last fight, and Skirling.
Yeah, but honestly, Tire is such a powerful ultimate that one good Tire will kill everybody in their team, but the Immortality Field saves everyone from Grizzly, not from Rambo Jam, excuse me. And Grizzly gets taken out, Nano Boost onto Reinhardt. Could be enough, and the point goes over in the favor of Coconut Crew. Gremory gets slept in a corner, and it seems like Hurricane gonna be
Tortilla is
pushed
just gonna push this in.
No, Saya gets taken out, they have to regroup here.
Okay, so what we're seeing here now is same situation. The Coconut Crew is just gonna play point, and the Hurricane Tortilla are gonna run around it, try and get the ball behind them in the off angle, draw their attention to just spam them down, and this is what we're gonna see here, exactly what they do.
Well, definitely the High Noon is gonna be huge here with a shadow that doesn't catch anybody. The shield was up from Gremory, doesn't manage to find anyone with the High Noon. The double pickle already here for Coconut Crew. This is looking in the favor of the blue side, but Daddy Issues actually finds CIA with a big flux coming in, killing Solar. That's enough to deter everybody to just regroup, come back.
Yeah, the Coconut Crew basically just use everything they have. They will have an ultimate sex fight with where the Hurricane Tortilla, they're gonna find their ultimates, they're gonna get the Shatter, get the Rally, and they should probably know that they have no ultimate, so they're just gonna play the zone, try and get the Rally, and then push in.
This is gonna be a battle of the Reinhardt at the end, but look at this already. Gremory slept, and CIA can just go in, get some ult charge, maybe shatter this. No, he's stunned, and he gets insta bursted down. Oh, but the double boop coming out from Darth Morlock is huge. Gets both
He gets
of the
both
supports.
support, so the Hurricane Tortilla is gonna play this slow, get in damage.
This might just be enough. That was huge for Hurricane right there.
That
Darth
is also a
Morlock.
map-winning play from Darth Murloc on the Wrecking Ball.
There we go. The cap.
Yeah, the Hurricane just
Sterling
surrounded
hold.
them, made the supports uncomfortable where they were, got them out of position, and then just went in for the boop. So
Mm.
it was a really
The
smart
last
play
minute
there.
rally coming in from Solar as well, a big charge by
This is going to
CIA.
be Rick contesting, and they're going to get slain.
There we go. And the first point of Lijiang Tower goes over to Hurricane.
0-1.
So what do you think Coconut Crew did wrong there?
I think they definitely swapped off the Symmetra too late in the game. And I think they should not have went playing on the point there. They should have pushed the advantage that they have a double shield, while the enemies are playing a Wrecking Ball who's trying to go behind them, can't really participate in the brawl. And they should have just pushed the advantage, held them close to main, where the Wrecking Ball gets no value, and they can just win the 5v6.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is true, but we're seeing another Symmetra coming in from Daddy Issues this year from the Coconut side.
Death Murloc gonna be swapping on the Zarya.
The Symmetra teleport being used to just get fast down to the control room. Actually getting a pin. No, he doesn't get the pin on Gremory.
With the
Gremory with the
getting in
kill
the picks.
on Solar already. 2 picks coming down from Coconut Crew.
And they're
This
gonna
is
push their
huge.
advantage here, try and clean them up, make it a fight.
That was huge. Really
That's
well
also
played.
a good stagger on CIA there. They're gonna be able to kill them all before the point even unlocks. And now the Hurricane Tortilla have to get through the choke.
There we go. That was really well played by Coconut Crew. Get in there fast, get some picks, and then absolutely demolish them.
Another frag on Killua, which is really important. And as we see here, the Coconut Crew did so much more damage. They were really able to set the Drunkard up. So he's almost at the entire red now, while Knock the Block is all the way on 50%, which is really going to make a
Skurlin
difference.
already with his tire up, he can just use it early outside. Oh, CIA, poor CIA, gets jotted down by all those turrets. Gremory gets the kill participation on it, and it seems like they can't even push in from the right side even. Mexina doesn't even find a few picks here, but gets a bit of damage in. Darth Morlock seen that, almost getting taken out. He has his High Noon ready. He might be able to use an Octoblock ultra tire. Killua is waiting for that nano. There you go. He puts it onto CIA, who just goes
Skurlin
in.
is gonna flank.
But it seems like he missed Mexina just by a bit with his second nade. He gets trapped by a Junkrat. And it seems like the fight has been taken onto the point. This is just chaos right here. Just going in, brawl, get as many picks as you can. A Graph goes on through, but the Sound Barrier counters it. And another huge shatter coming in from CIA.
And they're going to be able to take the point here. The Coconut Crew got it to 60%, which is really good. They still have some ultimates to hold on here. They get the tire, the shatter, and the grab.
I think that was well played by both teams, but just Skurlin couldn't get that pick on either Dark Morlock or
Yeah, I think he wanted to
Mexina.
go behind there and get a big rip tire, but the Hurricane Tortilla just had a rotation that was too fast and just cut him off, so he couldn't really participate in the fight.
Well, maybe Knock the Block can do whatever Skurlin tried to do and tire here while they push in with CIA's help. Nobody's taking the right side. Oh, but the Symmetra teleport actually gets a huge shatter coming in from Grimlock. And there you go.
The Hurricane Tortilla are going to be able to clean it up.
That was a lot of kills coming. That's the Nano Lucio, actually. The Bupio. And Gremory just killed himself with the TV.
Yeah, he kind of got into staggered, which is really disadvantageous, because they have to pick on the McCree. They could just regroup fast, and they would probably have an advantage next fight, but they decided to stagger. And now they're going to be pushing in again.
Yeah, well, they're waiting on CIA here to get here to actually hold the choke point, but nobody's even going right side. They're only focusing on mid. And actually, Mexina in the back, a huge tire here.
With a
tire coming in
4K.
from Knock the Block. That was definitely the play of the game.
After the Coconut Crew used all their ultimates, CIA kind of flexing on them by touching their spawn doors. So yeah, both teams have no ultimates here, but they're gonna be coming up with the Symmetra Wall and the Graviton Surge.
Yeah,
So
but
we're gonna
Knock the
see what
Block
happens.
really had a good trigger finger there. He didn't shoot once, so that nobody even knew that he was there, and just tire it out 4-man and win the fight. Oh, and they all TP'd in the back on the point.
They're gonna be taking a point here, having the amplification matrix ready.
That's a huge shattering grab, fighting all of the enemy team besides Daddy Issues. Only killing Skurlin though. Solar also getting traded. Seems like CIA got out of position and died, and Mexina is the only one here that is fighting Darkstars.
And Darkstars really can pop off here. He got the full charge. He can just burn through them. The squishy's just getting dropped by him.
Oh, and that's
So
a pretty good stagger knock to block. Again, the counterplay was here that they switched on over to the Symmetra, they TP'd behind and did exactly what they did at start.
they just take the point, which is really advantageous. They didn't. I think the Hurricane Tortilla, they should have just played the slow instead of rushing to the point. They should have given up point control and just brawled it.
Oh, but
The big
Grimmer
ant
here
hive
and
can be fight
Darkstars.
deciding here. Eventually, even map deciding.
There we go.
CIA charging in the back line.
Oh, but Soundbarrier coming in from Grizzly, just trying to hold the
Looks
point
for
for his
stalling.
team. Doesn't
And now they're
manage
gonna
to,
have
but
the
the Wrecking
bubbles,
Ball
I think.
actually. Will the point knock over? Yes, it will. High Noon coming in. Oh, actually misses with a recall. Well-timed recall by Skirlin. A double fire strike kill from Say wins them the game. There you go.
And Hurricane Tortilla takes map 2 and takes the series.
Takes the round. Well, definitely well played by both of the teams. But Hurricane Tortilla, there we go, the play of the game. Look at his patience, right? He stayed here, he waited for the enemy team to push, and when he saw that May will go up, he just did it. Really well played.
Yeah, the Coconut Crew there, they stayed a little bit too long on the Symmetra. The Symmetra couldn't really charge up her beam, so the enemies just had the advantage with the McCree and the Junkrat having the better spam.
Yeah, the burst damage was just too much for Coconut Crew.
Yeah, the Coconut Crew couldn't really keep up with the McCree. The McCree took the off angles there, applied pressure from behind, didn't really fight with the team. And then they really just figured out what they can do to push behind the enemy lines in the last fight, and which was a bit too late. So they really just got held on the choke by the Junkrat and McCree.
Well, with that, Hurricane is going to go on to the grand finals today. Coconut Crew, I think, have a slight chance in the next one as they're going to be fighting Tactical Feeding. If they manage to take out Tactical Feeding, they will go on over to get a rematch out of them.
Yes, but Tactical Feeding really has some star players on their team, especially with the FDD Reinhardt. We're going to see some plays there. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody, we're going to go on to a 10-minute break here, and we are going to come back with the next game. So, see you guys then.